How we doing today?
Pretty good.
Good. We'll wait for a couple more people to trickle in, little by little, and then we can go get all started. Not much ER flow today. Um, so I'm
Not
hoping
much
we.
flow in general.
Yeah, that is true. I'm hoping we get some buzzers coming in later on. How's it going, Easy? We got the full send crew over here. All right, a few more people, and we can get going. We can get cooking in a little bit. Um, also once I hope you got a kava like first thing in the in the morning because both
Oh my
kava
god, that was rough.
yeah for both kava and Inta both like gave back yeah dude it was crazy like I I've never been happy to sell majority of my position ever than this morning for stuff because that was crazy the give backs. We were talking to Swips about Inta give backs. Inta gave back so much.
I was bullish on Kava.
Yeah, dude, Kava was over. I mean, the volume and the OI were both bearish. It was like the flow was bullish, and it was just like I feel like they were all hedges. I felt like just somebody hedging their already open positions.
Yeah.
So EQX does look interesting for calls going into earnings. So it's definitely one thing I want to look at again. And then I know everybody's talking about COHR, so we'll take a look at those in a second as well. I'll give it till about 2:20, and then we'll start cooking. Just a couple more minutes. That way we have people in. Then we
I
can
think I
go
was
ahead.
talking about I think I was talking about EQX yesterday. Wait.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were. Yeah, you were talking about EQX
okay.
yesterday. Yeah. But yeah, so it has earnings today, I think, after hours.
Yep.
So that'll be interesting to see. That was a couple big orders that came in for EQX, right? So it hasn't really moved much. So that's a good sign.
Yeah,
So
the
I'll be
contracts have been flat.
yep, I'm gonna be very interested to see what is gonna happen going into the last hour or so. Whether the premium's gonna increase, whether we're gonna get some put flow, some call flow. So that'll be interesting to see with EQX. And then I don't know why this keeps doing that. I need to not disturb on my notifications. It's becoming mad annoying. I don't even know how to do that.
Discord?
No, in just general. I'll take care of it in a second. Notifications. Cisco, yeah. Cisco, yeah. It is interesting, but Cisco doesn't normally move, so I don't really know. We'll see what happens with that. Um, and once, yeah, I know. 40K Dream was there though, right? It was hard. I mean, at least we got out with 25 though instead. Like that's still a big win. So the $40,000 is definitely it was there until that morning move was like crazy upwards, started pushing upwards. I think that was all thanks to Spy too. So, um, but yeah, we have to see what we got going. 100%. Never complain about the dubs. All right. We got a decent amount of people here, I guess. 25K Glob. Glob is what, tomorrow? Oh my god. Okay. That'll be very interesting. All right, but we have a decent amount of people here, so we'll get this rolling. As per usual, nothing I say is financial advice. Nothing anybody says in here is financial advice. Please don't take it as financial advice. Go ahead, you know the drill. Post some tickers in here. We can check and see for ER and stuff, and then we can go ahead from there and figure out what we can come up with before end of the day, right? So, yep. Go ahead, hit me with stickers. Anything that's interesting you guys want to check out, we can do that. I have DJ filter on here. It's live, so we'll see if anything picks up as we go. And then we have Most before you see the contract lookup page, I will check that for you now. Brad, I did see that PSKY. I saw a lot of flow for PSKY today too, so that was pretty interesting to see that all in
I
all.
think
So
they're, I think they're selling off these CFLTs. They were buying them earlier. Maybe they're selling now or
are they
adding more. Who
calls or
knows?
puts?
They're calls.
Okay,
Wait, are they? Hold on. Yeah, they're calls. All right.
okay. CS:GO puts are mostly full if you see the contract. Which one is that? The 65p. This one, yeah. I mean, but you had that no side again. I'm not really. No, well, this is the one or 65. He has some no side in this. I don't know. It's an
They're
85
for
percent multi though.
they're for 2026.
This is
Here.
2025. This one is 2025.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, are you talking about CFLT or are you talking about Cisco?
CFLT.
Oh, I'm talking about Cisco. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. So these are 85% multis. I don't know what this order is, dude. This is crazy. I just know. This is just there's one, two, three, four, five, six things involved in here, and my brain's gonna hurt. I just avoid anything with a multi. There's always gonna be another trade. I know people like we should think about multis. People should think about cross trades. I agree. Yeah, we can think about it, but why try to make life harder when you don't have to hit a bang every single day, right? That's not the goal here. It's eventually growing it as we go slowly. So my thought process behind it is nice and easy. We can always find another trade, right? If it runs, it runs. We're gonna still catch something, right? Like for example, Kava was mid yesterday. I'm glad that Bonds caught Kava. That was awesome. But for me, Kava was very mixed, and I was like, I didn't want to go for it. But Inter was pretty clear, so I went for Inter instead, and Inter paid well. So just a couple things. You don't have to catch every single trade. That's the main thing about it, right? So if I see something I'm not really sure about it, I'm not gonna dwell on too much. The volume for Cisco is all puts, and the highest OI is all calls, right? So you got a mixed bag over here, right? So it's very 50-50 on Cisco. I am not going to touch it, especially with an expected move of 4.73. Uh, Obviously, it can go down more or up more, right? Doesn't mean it won't go up and down more, but that is just something I'm just going to stay away from. There's no point in me dwelling on that. If I see something come into the towards the end of the day, then yeah. But if not, nah. I'll check out COHR because I know Juan's put that up earlier, and then I'll go back to the other stuff. COHR. 36 multi on the one of these two, possibly. No, this is A15. Open one of these. No. And this, can you get multi on this one? There it is, the multi. This is very tricky. It's a bullish risk reversal, right? So I don't know. Looks like the calls are. Yeah, this is also confusing. You have a 63 and the bid for puts, maybe put selling. I don't know. So that's there too. They might be selling that, the 105s, and then the 103, however, has a good amount of love going on, right? So we'll check this real quickly. 245, 250, 260. These spreads are also trash, by the way. This is very bad. The spreads are garbage. I hate that. If I look at the actual stock, let's see. Why is this not showing? This is 2026. Oh boy. So they are holding since 411. They're down a decent amount, right? So puts and possibly calls here. Of course, but yeah, overall, I mean, if you look at it just from an eye point view, it looks like the put premium seems better on this. But today, it seems like if you look at today in general, you have 655 million in call premium and 615 in put premium. So kind of another probable 50-50. I mean, you can take like a degen play it all the way back and see if he'll do anything right. That's always a possibility. We're riding really high on the positive net gamma. You have 104, 114 is where we're at right now. So 120's got a really high positive gamma zone. And then I don't see any negative gamma zones over here. You have a little bit of support at the 110, but no real magnets to draw anything to the bottom side, in my opinion. And then you have 125 is another strong level of route resistance and go over here. But you never know what's gonna happen with these. So I would say, Bean, any opinions on the chart by any chance for COHR?
Uh, looks. Hmm. I'm kind of neutral.
Neutral. Okay.
Yeah.
So 50-50, maybe once if you see something, if you full send, let me know. I'll join you. Okay.
Okay.
Um, but it's looking like a kava, but again, same with eat, right? E was kind of similar too, right? So I don't know. It's hard to say with the two. So tough one to do. So I would like to stay away from it just because I don't want to go too heavy into them and then get messed up. Especially after doing well this morning. Next one was we had did that GDS 919 39C. Check it out. Lots of neutrals, right? Again, neutrals are kind of sucky. I don't know. Does it have earnings coming up? 820. Yeah, I'd wait a little bit more to see what the what the flow is going to tell us towards closer towards earnings. We can go from there on that. So, and then we have next one was we got CFLT. Why is my computer spazzing out? CFLT. It is spazzing out. Why are we spazzing out today? 19C220. That's the one. Yeah, that's the biggest volume. That looks good, dude.
Yeah, they may be selling some
Yeah,
off,
yeah. So
as you can see.
if we entered over here at 2.4, you have these guys are at 2.5, 2.5. Yeah, I would definitely gander to say that tomorrow morning the OI is probably gonna be around, if these two are 626, 925, probably around 2,000, 3,000 OI. I would say will open up positive because they seem like they're taking so RPD
Makes sense.
cons moved up, can close. Let me check. Good look, Swips. Swips keeps looking out for them dead ones. I like that. Oh yeah, the other ones I closed out. I still have some degen cons which are like negative 90%. So we'll see what happens. We have, yeah, CFLT we'll definitely keep eyes on. I mean, I do like that. It's a 2026 call, but that's like the only thing. I don't know why they're going so far out. Maybe it's for another earnings play, right? So, possible. So, GPRE. Also, next year contract. We got 13C116. Yeah, that's the big boy. So we had your biggest entry. I don't know why it doesn't show anymore. So that being instance 225. Average is 0.29. If the average down 0.1. Just to let you know, some of these definitely. I mean, volume is great in OI, so there's definitely seems like there's openings too, but there could be some closings as well. Just because if they did average down, they're gonna have better average going into the closing. So, stock is already up 5 to 6%, right? So I would definitely keep your eyes open on it. Without a doubt, we can take a look at it later on as well as it goes. But I think that a safe play on this would be I would stay away just because I don't think it's gonna. I don't like what I see per se because I want to make sure that these are not being some of these are not being closed. I would like to see at least an OI of 4,500 tomorrow morning that transfers over, right? So if I see that, then I'm happy with it. I don't mind jumping in, and if it goes away, it goes away. But I'd rather be a little bit more cautious on this one just because it's also a 2026 play, right? So um, we'll see. We'll see with that. Sounds good, Jake. I was just about to get to MBI. Sorry about that. Let me know when you're back, and we'll go over MBI in a second. So we'll do that once you get back. All right. Anything else anybody has or wants me to look at while we're here? Check the filters real quickly. Arlo. Oh, this is interesting. It's down 5% already. We had 8.8 come in with a lot of action. 0.25, 0.95, 0.25. They're averaging down, maybe? Small amount of exits. Let me see what they had for 8.8. At 14.6. There it is. Okay, so 20. So the sells, the calls were sold, and now they're up. This looks interesting. We can. I wouldn't chase this as of right now, just because I don't know what they're planning to do. I mean, the average is 0.2. It seems like. If I actually open this up, this is a 0.25 average fill. It's 0.2. It's kind of deceiving. It's a 0.2 at the same time, I guess. Yeah. So they're just getting filled. So here's my discrepancy, right? This is now at 0.35. So is the person that filled here getting out over here at a different time frame, right? So I would like to see, and again, same as here. So this might be some closing. So would one be able to exit overall premium? We can check. Would one be able to exit? Total premium is 145,000. I think that you would be able to exit if you wanted to. Not all of it though, but at least some of it. I feel like you can exit. So I'll be curious to see what happens tomorrow. Um, but yeah, it is quite low. No, I agree. It is quite low. Of a premium, but So this is 76 grand of with the premium, right? And then that's half of the actual total premium. You mean being you said Arlo? Okay. I mean we can. I'll write it down here. We can check tomorrow. And see. What happens with the OI. It is expiring this week, so what's up, Jake? It is expiring this week. If anybody's curious in getting into it, I always recommend getting a week out, at least. Don't go for the same expiration because that's kind of how you get burned. So I don't know. I don't. Doesn't look like this is this. If it was all at the same time, then I would say yeah, it's one buy as the spread changes. But it is around. This order is around. I mean, it is like 10 to 20 seconds apart, so maybe he got a later fill as it was going up. So, I don't know. We'll find out as we go. But I don't know. This looks like could some be possibly taking profit? Yeah, probably, but maybe not either. So we'll check tomorrow on ER. He said the on the OI tomorrow, and we'll see what they show for us, right? We had more house calls coming in. I know people are already in house. Then we have Galaxy, EMPH, PVH, UPSD, kind of interesting. IBRX, that's the one we missed today. A popular, and I completely forgot about it. So that was sad. Higher market caps. We have the LRCX, the marble that Beam posted earlier, MT, which I kind of found interesting. All right, so that was relatively it. I mean, the 1% in the monies, all the monies are like kind of, but let's go back to DGen King, DGen ER real quickly, and then I'm gonna go ahead to Cisco calls are coming in. Just an FYI, if people are looking at Cisco, that's something to keep eyes on. And then we'll check MBI because Jake's back right now. So it was MBI 8C. MBI 8C. The two. This is the Cisco needs to come down. That's funny. All right, so the 2026 looks clean. That looks like a clean buy. Oh, 125. When and who was this? That's something I'm going to be interested in checking. So let's take a look at that. This one has a 2008, 2005, 82. Maybe this was one of them. 85. Yep, that's it. 85. So 3,000 volume for the 71121. 0.91 average. 0.91, 0.72. So some in and out here. Some holding. Some out. Yeah, I mean, this looks good. I mean, it's looking more like calls, the net premium of 276, right? Your overall calls, do they have an ER coming up at all? I don't know. It'll be interesting. But honestly, I do like this. This looks pretty good, Jake. Good find. This looks good. Looks like opens. So you got plenty of time too on these. Remember that, right? So plenty of time. That's 25% of the money move, with a lot of 130 average, right? So it's pretty unusual for the amount of volume that's coming through. So yeah, that's interesting. 8-1 had some love too. Maybe 8-1 has something I'm missing. 31. These are already in the money. Okay. All right. So we'll keep tabs on that as well. It could be. This one is the one that I was talking about. It could be a multi, maybe. No. All right. SMR dip buy. SMR dip buy. Do, 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 do. What are we looking at? 65C. 260,000 preems. 1.67, 1.7, 1.62, 60, 1.7. I can check for you in a second, Swips. DLO, we had some flow yesterday, so this looks interesting. Being we'll definitely keep tabs on this as well. I think that might have some good potential as a dip buy, but it might have to break levels first, right, to be able to be. I mean, hold levels first. Yes, your OIs are going to be the puts, right? So if it's down already, then that probably these probably will be taking profits today, hopefully, and then we can figure out the call section, right? This is a complete in and out, or this will be interesting to see if the OI actually holds. Okay, DLO. Oh, we got some GER flow. 814 pre-market. Very low premium size though, so let me take a look at this real quickly. Did I type that in right? Is it double R, triple R? Yeah, there it is. So we have the 22.5, but we have the 15P, which is higher. So just off of this, for me, it's like, I wouldn't want to do call. Bean, what does the chart look like for GRRR?
GRR. Oh, I was looking at this gorilla something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bullish on this stock. Bullish for right now.
Okay, we have the 815 chain with the highest OI. All calls that have highest OI, with two puts on lower. So is this are we getting sells here with the 281s? That's a good one to find. 0.66, probably not. Maybe. And then you have that 15P, which is a multi. God, I hate multis. Short multi put, so it is a put overall. Okay, yeah, let's go with I guess bullish for right now. They added highlighting. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Like when you type in something like a premium or a size, it just highlights it.
Huh, interesting.
I just refreshed my page and saw that.
What's this right now?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Well, that's
It's
probably
interesting.
tell them what people change, right? So maybe that.
Oh.
Yeah. DLO, we had that one single call flow that came in. Swips for DLO. That is very clean. I mean, the stock is already up 3%, almost 4%. So something to keep in mind with that, right? So premiums are probably juice, and they're probably trying to buy the premium. I mean, sell the premiums at this point after having been in there. So just keep that in mind as we go. This is definitely 1.95. Yeah, definitely seems like this person is getting out at least a little bit here to get some profits, right? So And then if I look at the actual DLO stock, you got calls and you got calls. Being I'm guessing the chart looks relatively bullish as well.
GLD.
No, DLO.
Oh, let's check. I mean, it's getting up there. It's like bumping its head, so
Okay.
who knows?
You have 1047 is your 20 your ceiling coming up. Well, your support if it goes downwards. Your ceiling is going to be at around 1247. Is your strong ceiling. So remember, it has to have good earnings and break through that for anything. And then if it breaks through 1047, 947 is definitely a magnet zone. So, I mean, overall, good earnings could make it bullish, right? So that's kind of what I would go with if I had to say, if I were to check out time range and see the past few days leading up to here, if I do all this. So we did have some put action, right? This looks very messy. But you had some put action, you had that massive call flows, right? So definitely good thing to keep an eye on, right? These technically could be hedges to something as big as this, right? So this, yeah, to keep
More
eyes.
NVTS.
What is it?
More NVTS for 2026 came in.
Nice.
Could be selling.
Oh yeah, because he posted earlier. Is it up already right now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so maybe they're taking some profits.
Yeah, I'll check OI tomorrow.
But yeah, this right here could possibly be some selling, right? Because bought in a point 0.4 average, a 0.49, they're probably trying to get out. There's some looks like there's some neutrals, which are quote unquote midfills. So if I was a person that bought yesterday and it's up, I would just try and sell it, ask and mid and get out of it as soon as possible, right? So at that, so that would be my consistent on that. So that's that for DLO. Next, Swips had RNW. RNW. Nothing so far for RNW. Go ahead and clear this. Then we have unit. If only I can type. As I say that, I'm typing wrong again. Unit 10C 115 2027. Holy moly! I didn't realize it's 2027. It's a clean hit from all the contracts today, right? That's your cleanest hit contract. So, yeah. 0.78, 0.8. I don't know if they're getting out for $2, but $2 profit, but we'll see. Yeah, keep eyes on that though. That's if I see more, if we see more in closer to expirations coming, then we can definitely look into that. No, no, no. Not all. Yeah, I had to watch that sound. Oh, not all ER. Ribbon, ribbits, ribbon. 116 5C. I mean, stands out from all of them. Higher volume 30 average than usual for sure. It looks good. We had these 0.23, 0.25 possible closers probably. You can have this could be a mixture of buying and closing, right? So I would definitely check the OI tomorrow, Jake, for these as well, unless they have earnings. But if not, I would definitely check OI on these. looks at them all calls, right? So your total premium is 24 grand and 21,000 net premium. So that one person is moving the entire thing. So it's gonna be very not very liquid either if you guys do end up getting into it. So be careful if you guys are getting into it. It seems pretty risky to get into it and you'll not be able to get out, right? So just an FYI. All right, so let's see if there's anything new. Loads. Does that to me sometimes, and for some I don't know what the reason is. There it is. All right. Any questions? Anything else that you guys want me to check? We're going into Power Hour soon, so if you got some contracts for me to see, please post. I want to go through my Discord real quickly and make sure. Um, we can see what's going on. Somebody else posted an interesting flow. Also, being your Macy's call has done phenomenal, by the way. Oh, why did it do that?
I know not much OI carried over, but it still found a way.
Yeah, seems like it did. That's awesome. Anybody else got any contracts? Please go ahead and post. That'd be great. That way I don't sit here twiddling my thumbs. But other than that, looking at the T 125K. Nice expensive. Tree. Ew, look at that spread. Absolutely gross. Absolutely gross. Alright, anything else that popped in that's interesting? I'm getting more PSKY flow coming in too, Brad. So that's something else that's coming in too. Let's see if the intro is string on the other flow feed. ENPH, something closer. Alright. So nothing yet. Course. Want me to check course? I can check course. It's a 99% multi. I'm gonna look at this multi already, and I can tell you guys that I'm not gonna know what it is. Oh, it's a long multi call. That's a bullish bet basically. But yeah, seems pretty bullish to me for that. But if you're looking at it overall, so it's going to the 18, which is this. What's the one that's going to? We do have that 10 P that's still running, but other than that, it looks overall bullish. So keep tabs on it. See where that takes us. All right. Any others? I know that today is a little bit more boring than yesterday because there's not much ER contracts and stuff to go over. But if you guys have other stuff, just post it in. I'm just keeping an eye on Flow right now to see what's going on. So. Yeah, this one is absolutely disgusting. So that one was absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I'll check pin C in a second. I'm liking those EQX plays though for earnings today. I know. We'll see. Make your own calls on those. Pin C. You're in EQX, right, Bean?
Wait, what?
You're in EQX, right?
Yeah, I am.
Could be closing the Pinsies 919s because open at 0.74 and then this is almost the same candle for point 0.8, right? So this is 200 candle, yeah, 200 candle and 200 candle. Identical candles with higher what call it, with a higher average fill. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild gander and tell you that that's gonna be a close. You can check definitely check OI tomorrow, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they opened and closed. Or I mean, it could be a double down because that is a lot of volume third day. 8-7 had a lot of loving too, so I'm curious to see what the 8-7. Skeptic, can you, if you don't mind, can you please post the actual contract for me so I can just type it in and figure out which one it is? Can't remember um, what it is. Is this the right one? No, that's pin. I want pin C. So this was opened on 8-7, which is where the big volume came in. Point 0.4, yeah. So this is definitely closing. So if you look at this, I can almost tell you, I'm like 90% sure they're closing this because they got in for an average of zero point 0.4 over here for pin C, and now they're at a point 1.79 average. I would be damned if they didn't close it and if they're doubling down right now. So so this is gonna probably disappear tomorrow, OI wise, right? So I would just keep tabs on that. The other one probably the same thing. Probably maybe the in and out, or maybe this trader wanted to use their profits to go into something else, right? So just you can keep tabs on both of these and see what happens with the OI, right? So that's a good way to look at it. So all right, and then you have ON analysis. So let's go into it. For DE, I will check, sir, in uno momento. 44.5815. So I believe when we checked this yesterday, I can't remember how this looked yesterday. When was earnings for Onan? Day before, some of 8-11 was when they came in. So this, I think when I showed this from Marty, he said that this looks like selling. They look like they were selling the 444.5 Ps, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look through the chat again with Marty. When I asked him, because I sent that to him, and I asked him, he said that it looks like it was more so of a bullish bet because they had so much multi in it, right? And it was hard to read, which is why I kind of like stayed away from it too because it was like, they make a big impact on me. But yeah, that's son of so it's a short iron condor is what this is. So I mean, my best analysis of this is that when we pull these contracts up before earnings, I remember I was looking at it and being like, it's kind of 50-50. I wouldn't go for it. I didn't want to dwell too much into it because it's like there's no really the point of flow we do is like, yeah, we want to kind of dwell into it, but again, if there's so much going on and we can't really pinpoint because you had to go to every single different contract individually to look at and see what's happening with that contract, right? So if you were to go into this multi, you'll have to go into you gotta go in the 47.5, you gotta go in the 48, you gotta go in the 44p, and you gotta 44.5, right? That's just too much time of the day to go into that contract and just delve into one thing just to play an earnings gamble, right? There's so much other stuff that comes in. So my theory and my thought process behind it, yeah, it looks like yeah we could dive into it more, but at that time of day, right, and at that time when you're trying to be in game zone, right, you don't want to be doing that. So I think again, to Bean's point, if you spend more than a certain time looking at a flow, it's pointless, and that's kind of my analysis on that. It also looks like multi and a spread. It's a spread sale, right? So I'm sorry if I can't give you a lot more than if it's not answering your question properly enough, but that's kind of all I know to tell you guys about it. But that is just my 2 cents on that. So that is that. We said CRWE. I gotta ask Mr. Duck, what are you full porting today? I gotta figure out what to full port today. You gotta figure out what we're full porting. So
Good question.
good question.
We'll find something to full port.
Yeah, we always find something to full port, right?
Usually after the fact, but yeah.
Yeah, that is true. After it goes up, we're like, oh, we should have full porter, right? And then when we actually do full port, it just messes everything up. So, all right, we got.
I blame Campbell Soup for that.
Yeah, dude, Campbell soup was it destroyed my heart. I when I go to a grocery store, I just take the soup now and I'm like look at it. I'm like F you soup, and I just leave, because that's how much it influenced me.
Hello? Hi, baby.
All right. Gotta mute
No,
you
baby,
all
thank you.
there.
I mean, my panda.
All right. So I'll mute that. Sorry about that. If you need to talk, we can definitely talk. But mute that for right now. I did see this Esper come in real fast. That Jack in the Box. I did see Swips. Stop. Oh man, you guys are too much sometimes. God, hold on. I lost my train of thought. Give me a second. Esper 2C. And Zeno goes, I heard full port. That's all you heard, Zeno? That's all you heard? The full port part? Oh, man. Alright, so 815 2C. Was it this one? 815 2C? No, it was the 1219 2C that just came in that I saw was interesting. So it was definitely one greater than a Y. We are already up, which I don't like again, but they might trying to get a quick in and out over here on this. I want to see the 2C for 815. These look like they're getting sold. Yep. Some of them are getting sold. Maybe they're getting rolled over as well. But yeah, this looks relatively interesting. But Swips. Stop. Oh man, you're crazy. Has me dying over here. All right, so 24% of the total premium. I can't look at this anymore. Of the total premium going through, but yeah. So this looks pretty interesting. Probably a quick in and out, maybe a push towards two. So guys, another thing I want to mention to you guys as well, that if you see something very very much so closer to in the money, like 10 cents in the money, most of the time once the thing goes in the money, people are getting out. So just make sure if you guys are bag holding to go back to that same contract and double check and make sure that they're not like getting out and leaving you guys hanging, right? So that's something that people do a lot of, right? So just keep tabs on that as well. Oh, RGTI. Oh, RGTI. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. Anybody that played RGTI, rest in peace. I said deserved. Bean goes deserved. I told you guys it looked too good to be true. It was one of those like, I just didn't like how hyped up it was. It was so talked about. I remember by the rumor, sell the news situation. It was so talked about. I mean, of course, it can be the other way, but why take that risk, right? Point 3 or less. Um, we have more AEO coming in, outfitters, American Eagle Outfitters calls coming in as well. So might be a little Sweeney pump coming in as well for that. So just here's the heads up on that one. If anybody is in AEO right now. I'll look up my intro flow filters real quickly. Got T Doc was the only one that populated over there. Okay, it's fine. Y'all forgetty, y'all regretties, play regretty if you buy it. But why did I even say that out loud? That's maybe just sound real stupid. Ah, all right. we got. I don't have enough different ports to full port everything. Yeah, me neither. I only got 4 ports. I think I gotta check to see if how many actual ports I have. But um, all right, Bean, you got anything interesting that you have on your filters at all, or no?
No, literally nothing.
Well, nothing. Good old boring. Of course, the day I'm off and not doing anything is really absolutely boring. AO earnings 9.4. Okay, we'll keep. I mean, the contracts that are coming in, Scepter are all 8.15s, 8.29. So I guess maybe your earnings run up or something they're thinking of. So just keep that in mind. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's already up 7% today. No, PTCT. Somebody's chasing PTCT. Somebody's definitely chasing. Should I get some SMR? I don't know, Bean. I follow what you tell me to follow. You shouldn't be following what I tell you to follow.
Okay.
I just full port whatever you tell me to full port, you know?
Fair.
SMR did look relatively good though on the flow overall though, but I would just buy time, I guess, if I was going anything for that. Cuz I've seen it
Yeah.
like I've seen it had like really good flow with uh uranium stuff before when it came in, and then it just crashed. So just be aware of that. So not sure guidance when did the signal. Oh yeah, I don't know. Would it be this? I don't know, man. I think that they're gonna announce something on on our after earnings, but again, this it's gonna be so hyped up going into earnings though, and also before earnings. So just a reminder that you gotta be careful when it's that hyped up that you don't know what's gonna happen, right? So. Um, 24K PTCT. Looks like this is 100% flow open. Somebody's trying to catch. This is in the money. I don't know why somebody's maybe a hedge. I don't know. Let's stay away from that one. SNDL. Oh, this should pop up on here actually. If that was. Why did it not? It should have popped up on here. Dinner tonight. Bean goes. That's weird. Why did it pop up on there? What's the difference on this one? There's the midfill for SNDO. That's probably why. So QBTS is popping off for puts, and I know QUBT has earnings today, so nothing to consider if you're playing any quantum stokes. SNDL, here it is, 317. Already up 7%. So maybe a chaser. I don't know. Point 2, point 10, point 10, point 10, point 10, and I see why he got a point 10 on those. Okay, yeah, this looks like an opener. Um, so I'll put that in here as well. SNDL could be interesting. Definitely would recommend not paying the ask if possible if you guys are thinking about it, but that's a good one to consider. I mean, they are chasing, so just an FYI on that one. Okay, let me actually check the volume and open interest before I go ahead and do something really dumb. Yeah, so you have that. So that's kind of the only reason I'm worried about over here is this. So yeah, I'm not too worried. 627. 627, 627. Yeah, that might be that. That might be that. So, yeah, just keep eyes on it. Obviously, more call volume overall. That is not a full port, Zeno. It's already run up. Just keep tabs on it. It is a 1017. It's a longer dated contract, so you can definitely keep tabs on it and then see where that takes you. It is already up, which is my only concern. But yeah, we'll see what it does. When is earnings? It had already had earnings, so it's just not full port. BWA IBRX is already gone, Jake. I don't want to look at it anymore. I'm so sad. I'm sad. That is sadness on the stack for IBRX. Whoa, Swips. Where did you find this from? 10,000 volume? 26. 132. 134, 135. This looks good overall. Let me check the actual. Let's see the actual thingy. That's 2 out of 2. That is 2 out of 2, he said. That is 2 out of 2. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, premium of 1.89 on the calls and 47.35 on the puts. No, not full port. It's too expensive for a full port. Bean, what's the chart look like on BWA, sir? Please.
BWA looks oversold. I mean, overbought. Sorry, not oversold.
Overbought. Okay. There you go. You got an overbought as well, so definitely not a full port situation, right? So, you know what? Let me rephrase that. There's never a full port situation. Let me just rephrase that. You guys are kind of wilding out here. It broke through that 40 level, which is huge. So you got a big support over here. One man strategy and not man's full port. Sure, if you say so. Come on, it's us. So this will bounce and this will go. If it bounces over here, it should help Pat. It will be a healthy retest over here, and the bounce it'll push up a lot. There's no Jurassic Zombie ETF. I'm looking for the Brad ETF. But yeah, so that is that for that. It looks good though overall, so it's good to keep track of. We'll definitely keep track of that one. I would like to see the OI tomorrow on that, and then we can go from there on that. Just remind me tomorrow at some point if I'm back over here on the computer, I can take a look at it. So LQDA already had ER. AMAT. Somebody was talking to me about AMAT. Was it you, Swips, or maybe it was Sam? I can't remember exactly who it was, but somebody was talking.
Yeah, it was me. I mentioned it in PM today earlier.
Yeah.
I think the earnings are tomorrow, right? Pre-market, or is it after hours?
After hours. So we'll keep a look on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like
I think this one could be a good put play. I don't know. We'll see.
hey Matt. All right, you heard it from Swips too. That's a full
Yeah.
port right there tomorrow. So
Yeah,
that
full
was
port with like 2 cons, man. I support that.
full port with like 2 cons. Hey, I wish I could afford 2 cons. That'd be nice. But all right, so VFF came in just now again, and I think something else. When it is not good to full port, did when is it not good to full port option? Did I can't hear what it. Stop it. You guys are too much. I did see VFF come somewhere else. I need to see exactly where that came in before I delve in that a little bit more. Oh, speaking of SNDL, hit the Yeats filter. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep tabs on that one, so that'll be interesting to keep tabs on. And I think it hit. What was that? VFF. Yeah, it hit at 9:30 in the morning today. The VFF. So if I look at VFF, the 3C, 9:30 in the morning. Yep. Maybe there's a little bit more room on the VFF to run too. So okay, we can keep eyes on that. For sure. Yeah, I did see. We were talking about it yesterday too, Scepter. Airlines. So just out of curiosity, I'm also curious to see what's gonna transpire with those. So, VFF. What was it? The 5C that just came in. This one. Well, we're going for broke with this one, right? So keep an eye on that one. And then you have the 3C that came in earlier. I'm pretty sure profits are being taken too on this. Yeah. 0.3s, 0.38s. Yeah, they're definitely taking profits. So the OI is going to drop on this, I think, drastically tomorrow. But we'll put that 5C. Maybe they're expecting a bigger run up on there. So I'll put the 5C in here. That way we can keep track on that. Not very sure on this one because again it's run. I'm not sure if the people are gonna chase or not. It's a lower market cap stock too, so it's something that popular on there that did come in. We do have somebody was talking about RKT. I'm seeing some more RKT flow coming in as well. That's there as well. I want to see something on DGen yet. Nothing. I want to check my interval flow. Where was that? Yeah, SNDL is on there right now. Okay. I heard full port. No, I did not say full port everything. That is incorrect, sir. That is very much so incorrect. More RKT, 180,000 in RKT. That's interesting. Maybe they're chasing it with a multi. I'll keep tabs on that. I haven't played RKT in a while, but ESS dash BKK NT. Alright, so we'll just wait and see what else is going on. Anybody else have any cons that want me to check for right now? Swips, do you have any more magical things you're thinking about?
No, not really. I was just thinking about COHR, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of mixed-ish.
To be honest, I just noticed that Cisco's 65 puts are kind of a degen play that you would like. It's like $30 per con, 2-day expiry. You know, could easily reach that.
Stop it.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Okay,
the
65 P's.
Is it a hedge though for these 75s? That's the other question you gotta ask, right?
Yeah, but the 75 calls, you can see that most of them are trading at the bid, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is it a multi? It could be a multi,
It
right?
is 73% multi, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I see the call premium spike downwards a lot in a certain moment, so that's probably them selling the 70 call. I don't know.
Killing me with these contracts. Maybe. This is also an 81% multi, right? Even the 65 is a multi, so if I click it, let's find out.
I think it's all part of that big 6-con multi that you already opened.
Oh, yep. Yep, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, so it's like a gamble on type of situation on this one. You just
On
gotta figure
everything.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you can tell a better direction on majority of the stuff, right? This one is like, it's just shoot for the stars.
It looks bearish to me, but I don't know. I've been wrong before, obviously. The first one to say.
I could see Cisco being bearish. I mean, if you look at the 73 calls, it looks like most of them possibly could have been sold out today.
73s. Let's take a gander at it.
The volume is roughly equal to the open interest.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because your average is increasing over here, so it's going from low to high. So this person got 0.52, and now they're at 1.09. If it was me, I would want to sell them at least. I'm curious on this though. The 80s. Plus 20,000 OI. I don't know. This is what kind of worries me though. Something like this, where there's the OI on a 20,000 over here carried over even after it's probably up, quote unquote, and then it's still carried over. So I'm not sure. So there's an 80 for 1/16/2026. So, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe straddle might be good on it. So that's something I can consider later on. If I don't
Honestly, true DJ would go for 60 puts for 2 cents a pop, like $2 a con.
No,
so...
it'd be 55. Okay, it's 55. A 0.1 a
Yeah.
con.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But
At least 1,000 cons, honestly. I mean, what are we talking about here? Imagine the payoff on that thing if it hit.
it can be work either way, right? Oh man. I know that some of you guys in here buy these I remember seeing when we play Campbell Soup, I remember seeing contracts come in, and I knew it was fucking duck buying the contracts because I saw the premium jump all of a sudden. I'm like, that was you, wasn't it? And I knew
The 500 cons I bought all at once.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it populate. And I was like, that is definitely you buying it too. I was like, that 100% was you. It was so funny.
We tried. It looked good. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
There's always next time, though.
Yeah, everything looked perfect, and it just doesn't work out. Perfect example of how earnings is. Grab some 47.5 BIRK puts. Do they have earnings? Yeah. Oh yeah, earnings tomorrow. Good luck with that. It is a 96% multi, so let me see what those multis are real quickly for you.
I'm sorry, can you say again once you're done with this? What did you guys say about EQX? I noticed there was a lot of chatter about that stock last night.
It looks bullish, so I'm leaning bullish on.
Hey, maybe Barrick's gonna buy the company.
Yeah, I know, but I'm leaning bullish on EQX right now at least. This is a weird one. The
Full
Burke.
port bullish or just, 2 quarts port bullish? What are we talking about here?
Out of a 10, I'm like a 4.
Okay, so 50% of your port, right?
No, 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 that's not how you look at that. That is not correct. Um, I don't know. This one is bearish risk reversal. The one thing I can say is your highest call chains. Yeah, yeah, it's going to be 55 calls and 50 calls here with the highest open interest. There is an X here, which I forget what some of the transactions that took place with the counter have been nullified and modified the number. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can, yeah, that it looks fine. Honestly, just be careful. Don't go like crazy on it. But from all the volume open interest ones, this one looks like the one that's most juicy on that. But oh, Swips just got filled for Cisco. Interesting. The fact that you got filled at the bids is kind of weird to me because maybe people are actually trying to get out. I don't know. 2 out of 10. Okay, okay. Then we have Fitz said Pew has ER tomorrow after you can see the net premiums. Hi Ivy, so I'm playing comments. I'm at work so I can't listen to the stream, but I'm reading comments. Trump play low float SPAC from CBA, which made me a decent amount earlier in company. Possible Chris Patricia coming as well. Toots owns 80+%. Sorry for the book. Plus it looks like it's starting to move a bit now. So Pew, we can definitely check Pew. They are up 5%. Sell them right now, Swips. Right now. Take those profits.
I think I might have discovered an infinite money glitch. You buy at the bid and you sell at the ask.
That is what you're supposed to do. Pew, 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 pew. All right. This looks like opens. They have ER tomorrow. You said after hours tomorrow. Yeah. So I'll take a look. Tomorrow on this fit. This looks good. Hold on. I'll say I like it. I like it. Well. Oh God, it's already 3:30. Yikes. Excuse me. Alright, what else do we have? Did I close my ER page? I did close my ER page. More pin C coming in as well. $90,000 in volume. Just an FYI for people that are looking at paying pins. That is that as well. Also, for the record, I've been in EQX for a while now, which is why I'm probably just gonna re-average myself for calls on there because maybe that's an opportunity. Why is this? Why is this being difficult with me? Why are you being difficult?
Hey, Jax, we can hear you.
I have him muted, so I can't hear. Maybe you guys should mute him. How can I mute the entire thing? Server mute? No, server no.
Yeah, I was just in case they say anything like wildly out of pocket. I figured I'd try to warn them.
Yeah. Wildly out of pocket. That's funny. Alright, there we go. That's better. Alright, AG 8.5. AG is tomorrow, isn't it? Pre-market tomorrow. Someone mute something you're not supposed to. I'm glad I had it muted to begin with, so that's good. Point 0.12. That's funny, Duck. All right, let's see. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. Seems like that's a good old hedge. Good old hedge. Yeah, probably will stay away from that one. But yeah. Okay, nothing. AAP. Actually, what I do want to check is time range. Last time we played AAP didn't work out so well, so I kind of want to see what came off of AAP before all this. So we have puts at 83. That came at 724, 721, 815, 810, 320. Are they still in here? Ivy's smoking high. Ad was on 724, so that was 1.24. Okay. 1.66, 2.59. Yeah, some of them have gotten out. Maybe it's more ads. Let's see. They got calls as high as contract and puts as high as OI. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm looking at the AAP calls right now. We'll see. I'm gonna open up a different thing real quickly and double check something as well. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you gotta figure out those sometimes. I don't know. They come in like crazy. AAP. If I'm looking at OI. Putties. AG. Yeah, AG is looking more bullish than bearish, even with that degen call that came in. More Cisco, Neon, expensive Neon, QUBT, 17K.
There was some more CFLT for 919.
Okay. Let's see.
They were 2026 before.
Yeah, AAP, when I checked my open interest thingamabobby as well, this is courtesy of Skeptor too. He made most of this thing. It looks like it could be bearish, but I would just skip. AAP last time did pretty good though. For people who played the right direction, right? So that's just an FYI as well for that. So I don't know what's gonna do. The 16. Oh, this is already in the money though, right? Bean.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate in the money stuff. I know.
I kind of like them, honestly.
You like the in the money ones?
Yeah. I don't know why.
I can't. I just can't. That's good though. That gives me a different perspective of stuff.
Yeah, Brad agrees.
Yeah.
I'm in with the market maker.
Yeah, I guess I should go with the market. Listen to the market maker. So, yeah. I personally I wouldn't go off it, but like if you guys like it, definitely we'll keep eyes on it. I'll put it on the. You wrote it down here, right? Yeah, perfect. So I'll put a.
It's at a discount zone, so maybe it's good.
Yeah. So we'll keep tabs on that for sure. What else do we have? More EQXs. Could be sells, maybe. Could be, maybe. Yep. Definitely some sells coming in.
Jake, I did see some JD flow. I think there was like some 2027 leaps coming in a few days ago.
Oh, dude, that makes sense for all this Chinese flow that's coming in too.
Yeah, JD had like a big, huge day yesterday, I think. Let me see. Yeah, yesterday I was up 3%, which is not a lot, but for a Chinese stock,
Well, if they have earnings tomorrow, then it's that might be why all these Chinese stock flows are coming in.
I was looking at it, but I didn't post it. I got 12, 16, 60 call. Nice. Are you up on it?
This is 100K OI, the 40Cs for 919. That is absolutely insane, guys.
10 cent.
More NVTS being as well.
Yeah, MVTS is definitely interesting. I don't know if they're selling though, so that's the thing that scares me.
Yeah.
I want to stay in that, but should re-average. Nice.
Yeah, these 40 calls have 100K OI, which is kind of insane. I'm gonna lean bullish into ER, I guess, because that seems like a. I mean, what does the chart say
For what?
for JD?
JD, it has a lot of room, I think, still. As a couple more ticks in them, but not too many. I think it's already made most of its move already.
Nice find slash call it on that, Jake. Didn't realize they had earnings tomorrow. So that might be interesting with all this OI and all these Chinese flow stocks. Maybe that's gonna be a good announcement coming up. I don't know. Interesting to see what it'll be, but did see a lot of them coming in. A lot of Chinese flow stocks coming in. Hope it proves right. Yeah, that's all we can do. Hope they prove right. Burr calls. Burr calls are coming in. They should have populated over here. Why are these not populating over here?
I really want some EQX flow to come in so I can verify.
I mean, that was EQX that came in.
Otherwise,
Yeah. We had this that came in at 112.
I didn't see that. All right.
So, Swips, I am staying away from Apple, Amazon, stuff like that. Let's just no, unless it's earnings, just no, just keep swimming. Yeah, PSKY was on pre-FAFO, so that's Brad pointed out earlier. That's gonna probably be a good one to FAFO if you wanted to, but no full ports. It's really weird. Why didn't that populate on there? That's kind of weird. I gotta recheck all this stuff. There it is. 11/21/15C. .35, .3, .3. Looks like possible openers on this one. Have earnings anything soon? Calls and puts. Alright, so net premium is only 20, seems like. So just exit liquidity is gonna be really hard on this one if you do get into this, but I kinda like the flow that came in on this one. Yeah. For a 300 million market cap stock, that's actually not too bad. It's only 17K with 47% of the money. I would like to see more flow on there. But I'll put it in here for right now. So we can track it. So just remember, the people that bought this, if you start buying into it, it's going to increase and they're going to be able to make some cash out of you guys buying into it. So just keep in mind that, wait for a little bit more flow maybe. So, but that will be there. DLO, I'm still contemplating on DLO. What else we got? What else we got cooking? Pensy tree. RKT CRISPR, VRT ESS. Okay. A little bit more AAP coming in as well. On something else, a multis. Alright, so we have Marvel at the mid coming in, Bean. Just an FYI. Man, this MTS flow looks primed. China earnings with ETF, possibly. Definitely possibility. They need to do really well though in order to do something. So. Yeah, what are the contracts going for currently on JD? I might be interested in some. Man, I'm so happy I saw a bullish. It's thank you, Kramer, for dropping it like that. All I see is full port. No, you do not. That's not all you see. Okay, Daniel, like just relax with your full ports. Also, anybody that got into AOS, it's at 2.4 a contract now, which is around 60-70%. So if you guys are in there, that's an exit for you guys as well. Intraday move on AOS. And where else do we have positions? VCYT is now it's at 30, so it's at 6% higher today. So that's also another almost 100% on that, I believe. So just manage your positions. If you guys are in any of the positions posted, please do manage them. Take your profits. I always say that. Important, and more important. What do you mean by if why? As like why it is interesting to us? So if I go to the contract, at least for me, right? If I go to the contract, if I type it in. PSKY 919. Actually, let's just go to PSKY and find out where that stands, right? So you said the 16 call. Was there a 16 call that came in? Hold on, let me check. 16. Here, I'll look it up through contracts. Probably easier. Yeah, no, I found a 16 call that populated. I'm just gonna look through here, see where it stands. If it stands out anywhere here. It doesn't really stand over here. But if you take PSKY in general, you have the 815. You have the A15 down the popular. I'll pull that exact one up then if you want me to check the exact one. PSKY 91916C. Okay. Interesting. What is interesting is of this for me would be that the stock is already up 38%, right? And someone is. We could check the OI tomorrow and see if somebody's actually buying it, but they're spending money to chase this, right? They're chasing it basically. So over here they probably got into average fill is 0.52, 0.45. If we got in at the same time they did, they're probably getting out around 1.10. They have stuff here 1.15, 1.54, right? So if you go into tomorrow and if you see this the volume go into OI, right? You're going to see that means that person's actually chasing a stock that's already up 38%, which is why it's interesting, right? Is somebody just throwing away money into this stock, or are they actually knowing something about that they're making them want to pay that much money, right? So that's kind of what's interesting about that, right? So it's also the contract is also having higher volume where that's had no volume in the past, right? The new chain was opened on 8/8, and there was no volume in the past. So that's what also makes it interesting. So there's a couple things that I would find interesting in that. So that's just to give you an outlook on that, right? So more Cisco puts. Yeah, more Cisco puts. Damn it, Swips, you're gonna make me do it. You're gonna make me do it, aren't you? How much are these things? Is it after hours today or pre-market? That's the next question.
After hours.
Oh, it's down from 71 to 70 already. IV is not horrendous. Oh man, it's gotta go for it to make any money. Maybe might be interesting to dabble, see what happens. You are welcome, Terry. Saro 30C 815. All right, Jake, we'll check it out. Saro. You have that. Just to let you know, you have the 919. Okay. Just to let you know, your top two are. You have the 815, by the way, as the volume, right? That's coming in with no open interest. Could be either of the two. You got calls and calls on there, so maybe. Let me check the other one. Yeah, looking like calls. Expected move is 8%. 813 in the after hours. So yeah, maybe might be good. That could be good. So definitely an interesting one to keep eyes on. Good find, sir. Good find. All right, going into the last 12 minutes. I still haven't found a full port. So if you guys are wondering about full ports. Also, yeah, I still haven't found a full port. Unless Brad's got a full port for me, I will full port into whatever Brad asks me to full port to. But I was gonna average down EQX too if I forget. Might as well. Might as well. Which EQX contract do you have, Bean?
Let me check. I have the 1017 7.5.
1017 7.5. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think I've had a 1017 7.5 for a while now, so I'll just hit that average down and see where that takes me into life. Yeah, I know. I saw the IV on those 919s. I saw them IVs on the 919s. Don't. Yeah, I know. I know. Let's see what the open interest charter says. Gotta remember though. Gotta remember this is this and this. Yeah, they might be sold. So yeah, you guys are right. So just keep in mind. Maybe Core's acquisition news incoming. Yeah. Oh, we just got a COHR with a terrible spread for put. Terrible spread. Only 5K premium. So maybe. But somebody hit that ask on that spread. Which one of it was you guys? One of you guys probably did that. Was it you, Duck? Did you just put 5K into Core? You got.
I did not.
What's up, Sam? No, right now Cisco. Everybody's kind of bearish on Cisco. Think we're bullish on DLO. I posted something else on here. I forget what I posted. EQX bullish. I think. Couple things here and there that we posted. AMAT Messi, Cisco bear mess. Yeah, I know. AMAT is tomorrow. COHR consensus. Everyone wants it to be bearish, right? So I don't know exactly where it's gonna go. I did put something else on here too. GRRR is bullish for now. Other than that, I don't know what else we had thought about. I wrote it down somewhere here. I gotta have like a side notes thing for putting down stuff, but yeah. What are you thinking of, Sam? Anything you're fancying? Cisco calls are coming in, by the way. Just an FYI. Are you playing Cisco? It's a multi-leg, but it's a very 50-50 situation on Cisco. So hope people are in the right side. Whoever takes Cisco, hope everybody's on the right side. Glob is tomorrow, friend. It is tomorrow. I'm hoping to come home before all that stuff. Yeah, Glob is gonna move like 2% because it's already my calls from last like 2 weeks ago. My puts are already in the money. So my puts are already in the money from 2 weeks ago. So I don't think. Yeah, I would wish Glob goes to $1, but if I see Glob flow though, I am probably just not even gonna do any DD and just have a specific bias towards it and just go in. That's kind of what I'm gonna do, I think, with Glob. So, fortunately, I'm not gonna do what I normally do and do DD. I'm just gonna go into it. So, we'll see how that plays out for me. All right, 7 minutes till close. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah, tonight kind of looks sleepy. I don't disagree with you. I definitely don't disagree with you. It definitely looks a little sleepy tonight. full port Cisco 65. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. No full porting. Just be normal porting. Oh my god. Does UMAC have earnings? Hold on. Oh, it's tomorrow after hours. Okay, never mind. I got a little excited. I got a wee bit excited. Midnight, you had that idea for core last time. You got anything you like this time around that you saw? You had a good outlook on COUR last time. I remember we got in because of you, basically, after saying everything. So if you got any good outlooks this time, let me know. Would love to hear it. I'm leveraging my retirement. Yeah. Fair enough. That's good. Sometimes you're not gonna always have anything that's interesting, right? Cisco 73 call just came in for $230,000. Just another heads up for you guys. So please be careful when you guys are thinking about full porting into Cisco. No. Oh my god. What on earth was that? I thought Jack in the Box is back.
No, I have a soundboard, so.
I know. That was pretty funny. But yeah, guys, just a heads up. This just came in, by the way. Okay, with the 1% multi. So just keep. If you guys are full porting, I would be very careful. That might not be the best idea. So it's a very 50-50 situation. You can't hear me. I know you can hear me. I know you can hear me. I think everyone's full porting Cisco pots in this. This is being recorded, so you guys know that I didn't tell you guys to full port Cisco. Oh man, 4 minutes left. Edited recording? Nah, you can't edit recordings. How do you edit recordings? %, Cisco. No, I didn't say none like that. This is interesting. H row 919. Keep tabs on this. Keep tabs on this one for now. I want to check it out tomorrow. All right. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. See if we got any last minute straddlers that are gonna come in. Okay, if you are plus 20%, I would definitely trim. Take some. Please take some. For the love of God, please take some. For the love of all things holy, please take some. Oh my god. Cisco is just gonna go to the moon. That's what's gonna happen. I feel like at this point, everybody's like, it's never been more over. He said, no. It's never been over though. You guys are ridiculous, man. That's what makes a live stream fun. So. Oh look, RPD is coming back a little bit. Look, will I survive? I'm hyped. Oh, Burke, 47.5 call. Perk just came in. I don't know who talked about Burke, but I don't know if these are sells maybe. Take a quick glance over it. 1.07. 1.21. These might be sales, just an FYI. But yeah. One FP on calls, one FP on puts. Oh my god. Greatest hedge of all time, he said. Yeah, if you guys are up on Cisco puts, I would just take it and run. Like 100%. And that's the bell. Ding ding ding. Hopefully. Oh, Burke. More Burke coming in last minute. That also could be more selling. Right? So, I don't know. Pencil down. More Burke last minute, so. That's a lot of money going into Burke. With it being a multi, too, so. I'm interested to see now. Very interested to see. You're not going to give me the multi, sir? Sure. I'd like to see the multi-leg. What did I go for? I have Cisco. I have Burke. I did sell some of my Cisco, though. I grabbed some Burke. We'll see how that works out. I have... what else do I have? I gotta see. I'll send you a message what I have. I'm not I don't know exactly how much I can't remember, dude. I have EQX for sure. I just buy it, and when my account's up, I figure out what is playing well, and I just sell it afterwards. So that's kind of what I do with my stuff. Not the best way to go about it, but yeah. Hopefully those Burke buzzes are curious. I'm curious. Maybe they're sells. So I'm not really sure. Somebody did mention Yaya said he's in Burke. So Yaya, good looks on Burke. You reminded me about Burke when you called about that. So hopefully Burke does what it's supposed to and die. We'll see. Calls, bought heavy. Yeah, I mean, Nice is expensive though, man. Nice is an expensive play for something that I don't know if it's gonna move a lot, So, I think we'll see what happens. Good luck to all the gamblers, right? Hopefully nobody full ported. I'm really hoping you guys can full port, but good luck to all the gamblers. Yeah, who full ported? I don't know. Maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody did. I know Swift's probably full ported on something. He always says full port on something. He felt the degen in him coming out. But yeah. But other than that, I think that about sums up the stream for today. I'll try and be back tomorrow, and then we'll see how that plays. Right, tomorrow is Glob Day, so I want to try and make sure if we can catch some globulence if it is there tomorrow. So yeah, it is National Glob Day tomorrow, right before earnings. But yeah, all right, guys. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll keep in touch throughout the day.